Splash Mountain was one of the most beloved attractions in all of the world. When it came time for its destruction, we were unhappy about it. Indeed, we were unhappy. However, that said, it was not certain that the replacement attraction would be terrible. Now, everything we are seeing is laughably bad. And folks, you are not going to believe the latest artwork that they have revealed. I can't believe they have any kind of pride in this at all. Get ready, folks, because the comments that Disney is receiving, the commentary that is being levied against them, well, they are taking it on the chin, and it is not good. Hello, folks. Welcome back to another wonderful day here on the WDW Pro channel. Wonderful, as always, because you have elected to join us. If you like content like this, consider clicking the like button, and let's dive straight in today to the latest faux pas on the part of the mouse. We cannot believe that people like Carmen Smith of Walt Disney Imagineering think that this is a worthy piece of succession, that it is worthy of what Splash Mountain once was. No, folks, what we are getting, you are going to be in disbelief about. Get ready, strap in, here we go.
Hello, everyone. Wonderful to be here.
Well, you're going to change your tune pretty quick, Josh, because we are going to take a look now at Splash Mountain. I refuse to call it Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and somehow it manages to get worse and worse. So, sorry, folks, if you were looking for some positive Disney news, this is the way we're going to start because it's just so bad you can't believe it. Disney shares more details on new, Malika favorite artwork coming to Disney's Bayou Adventure. What? What does this have to do with Tiana? Hang tight, you're going to find out. And in fact, here's what's really funny. So I was actually, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad was broken down 2 days ago significantly, and I managed to, I got permission to go take some photos and do some stock footage. And I thought about going over and getting some shots from this new Princess and the Frog area, and I thought, there's nothing, and I really should have, because apparently they were putting this stuff in while I was over there, and I just didn't know. But anyway, Disney has shared more details on the new mural that is part of Tiana's Bayou Adventure opening in late 2024 at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Folks, you can see the picture right there. We've got some glimpses inside, but here's where it's going to get no bueno. Hailing from Louisiana, artist Malika Favorite has produced a all-new artwork that will decorate the walls as part of the queue of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Now, here's the issue that we have. The issue is that this is supposed to take place in 1920s New Orleans. And some of these pictures are kind of cutish, I guess, right? Hopefully they've got the wilder ones in here.
Yeah,
these are just.
Let's pull up the one they're so proud of today that they actually issued for.
Okay, do you have it, Jonas, at the ready?
Yes.
All right, folks, get ready for this, because this is what you're getting with Splash Mountain. Oh, yes. Okay, perfect, Jonas. Thank you. So this is on the Disney Parks Twitter account, and Jonas, there's actually more if you can, take a look at that, you can scroll through. But, folks, go back to the one on the left first, though. We really need to just bask in the interesting nature of all of this.
Class.
And they're proud of this.
So, guys, this is supposed to be a thrill ride log flume attraction, and I don't know what this is. I mean, this doesn't say anything to me about New Orleans. It doesn't say anything to me about the 1920s. This project is everywhere. It is just one giant kaleidoscope of virtue signaling, and this is embarrassing.
This is okay for Disney, who quote unquote claims to be all about diversity. If this is supposed to be set in the 1920s, why aren't we seeing Harlem Renaissance type of art?
That's a really good
I have
point.
no idea.
I mean, why are we, this point in time, there was such an explosion of arts, the jazz era, all of that was coming out of the Harlem Renaissance. And the artwork is just amazing, because you had artists who they left Harlem, they went to Europe, they came back, they came up with their own artistic interpretations, art with such depth. I mean, don't believe me, go do a Google search on Harlem Renaissance art. Look at that. And then look at this phoned in nonsense that they're putting here. Nothing about this says anything about hard work. Nothing about this says,
This is definitely
Yeah.
this has nothing to do with the 1920s.
Nothing.
This theme is nonsensical. Joe, let's go to the third, and then I want to get Josh's take. Although Josh, you may have to hold back the profanities because this is atrocious what they have done to. I mean, we've looked at the polling before. We're talking about the most beloved attraction, not in Disney, but anywhere on planet Earth, and what they have done to it. Jonas, can you go to the third photo of this? We may have lost Jonas for a moment. We'll go to, there we go. Jonas is moving it through now. Okay, so let's review again, Josh. This is a thrill ride log flume attraction where a cartoon lady is supposed to be taking us through. Nobody knows how it's a mountainous bayou, but a mountainous bayou filled with critter creatures. And this is the kind of artwork that fills the queue. These are not small pictures. These are massive, prominent murals. Josh, when I walk into Spaceship Earth, this is not the quality that I see. Can you describe the quality that we're seeing here and what they have done to the world's most beloved ride?
Oh God, there's almost no words to describe how horrifically bad this is. It's and you said shy away from profanity. I can do that. I like to remain G-rated as much as possible.
I wouldn't put this on my refrigerator, Josh.
Yeah, no, not at all, not at all. This is well, none of that, but the art style is just done like a child. I mean, like they have the two characters that are on the left-hand side of the leaf there. Those look more like the aliens from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull than the other ones that are on the other side of the leaf. And it's just it's just like, okay, yeah, sure, it's a rainbow of people. Yeah, got it. And the whole storyline of this, because I actually read the post about it. Not knowing that I was going to be asking about it today, but I did read the post about it. And this is going to be, so the octagonal shaped structure that you originally went into Splash Mountain for, which was a mill, that's going to be a converted office for Tiana for her Tabasco sauce co-op, which, that just...
Josh, hold on, Josh. Now listen,
Mm-hmm.
There are lots of people who tune into this show on a regular basis. There are lots of people who are frequent viewers of the WDW Pro channel.
Yes.
Many of them know that they have changed Splash Mountain into a Tabasco factory ripoff flume ride that makes no sense. But Josh, say that again for the folks out there who are just coming for the first time and their jaws are on the table and they're like, what are they talking about? Go ahead, please.
So here, so as part of the whole entire storyline for this and everything, the actual murals that are being on the octagonal shaped structure, those were put on there by the co-op workers. That it's so important.
Say it again, Josh. The co-op workers who, this is built in the storyline, people. It's like a socialist kind of fever dream.
Yeah, and it's very 2020s. Vernacular. There is nothing about this that is remotely historical. I mean, at this point, it's just like, I'm like, why is this at all important? I don't care about the staff of this company. If we're being honest, we don't really care about most of the staffs of any company. We just want to have a good product. But also, it doesn't. You look at it. You look at this, and I'm just like, so what are we going to do next? Are we going to rehab half of Fantasyland and talk about the 401ks of the seven dwarves and whether or not they're unionized? That's a very important issue. I want to make sure.
You mean magical creatures, of course.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah. The union magical creatures, aka dwarves. I want to know how their retirement plans are looking like. Really bring us, like out into the realm of fantasy, into the outside of the everyday life. The things that we people actually pay to go inside of a theme park for. We forget all that. No, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to bring it all to today, to now, to every single thing that we're doing. This is completely ridiculous on multiple levels. And sure, I can censor myself from cursing from it, but I'm having a hard time not walking into some enormously problematic quick quagmires about how to approach what that art says to me and what it will say to every single person who is going to it. I mean, this is the kind of thing. Sorry to steal this from you, Jonas, but this is the kind of thing that you would find in a socialist dictatorship. And I've been
straight off the streets of Havana, baby.
Yeah, and I've been saying this for years, that the new projects that they are doing at Imagineering and at Disney and everything, they're not. The point is to erase the past. The point is not necessarily to improve the present. Because the only way that you can make your substandard, ridiculous material that you laughingly call art or laughingly call storytelling remotely interesting is that you have to destroy what came before it, because in comparison you come up remarkably deficient and remarkably incompetent. And that's the entire ethos that's going through Imagineering and definitely like the feature animation and basically every single division of the company right now, is that you have to destroy the past, because if you don't, then you look so inept by comparison. And that's the only reason why they're doing this. That's the only reason why they're doing this. The point is to destroy Splash Mountain. The point is not to give Tiana an attraction, because if you wanted to do that, you would do it in far more respectful ways, and you would do it in ways that actually honor her.
That's right.
I don't mean to get like so super personal about this, but when I was working for the company, I spent many years at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. I still call it in theme. And one of these one time I actually was running what is the bypass elevator, and that we used for bringing up celebrities. And I met Anika Noni Rose. She is a wonderful, very, very gifted, amazing person. And I just felt this aura.
Josh is talking about the voice actress behind Tiana, by the way.
Sorry. Yeah. And just had an amazingly loving aura about her and her child and her husband. They were all just the sweetest people. And then when they went on to the ride, and we were waiting to meet them at the end so that they would hopefully ride again, and they did. I was talking with their tour guide, and then they said, "This is Anika Noni Rose," and this is probably about like 2008 or 2007. And I'm like, okay. And he just like, yeah, she's going to be the next Disney princess. She's going to be the one in The Princess and the Frog. I'm like, wow. Okay. Well, I can definitely see that. They definitely cast her very well, because she's just like all the rest of the princesses in her enormous warmth and caring, and, like really embodying the spirit of what a Disney princess should be in real life. And this attraction is profoundly disgusting about that. There is no way. There are no words to describe how disgraceful this is to her. This is to African Americans. This is to anybody who lives in the South. This is an absolute insult of culture on the highest degree.
It is the antithesis, I think, of the joy that is embodied by the song Zippity Doo Dah. Yeah. Culture, you are a huge Disney Parks fan. I don't want to move away from this without giving you the chance. And Tom, you're free to weigh in as well. But I know, Culture, that you love the best of Disney Parks. Give us your take on what is happening here in terms of just sort of the amateur attempt at doing something even close to the quality of the original Splash Mountain.
Well, first of all, they'll never be able to match the quality. They've shaken out too many of the creatives. I mean, I think Josh would agree that all the best Imagineers are well beyond being with the company. Oh, well done.
Hey, look, I've got that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say, yeah, the only good Imagineer is a retired one or a dead one at this point.
Yeah, and I would make the argument that
we're not making a statement about anyone's health or well-being at the company right now.
And if you were just hired as an Imagineer with bright eyes and sparkles in your complexion, hang in there. We hope you do well.
You're referring to the quality of your work, not the threat level against you.
Yeah, well, back to it real quick. I mean, and this is one of the problems is Marty Sklar on his way out the door, and then on his way out of shaking off the dusky coil, he said some really ridiculous stuff, misquoting Walt about the parks were never meant to be museums, but they weren't meant to be propagandist, socialist edifices either. In fact, that would actually have made Walt quite ill. When you look at the people who would design this attraction and any attraction at Disney World, they did it with the utmost care and in honor of whatever they were producing. This particular type of mural is kind of a stab in the heart to everybody who came before, because again, it speaks to what Josh was talking about, is this newfound neo-Marxism that, wants to celebrate this bogus idea of multiculturalism, in a time period when it wouldn't have existed. So, this particular attraction, which was properly described as the most popular one on the planet, so much so.
Per polling, folks. I mean, this is a third-party poll that came out and said Splash Mountain is the most popular attraction on the planet.
Yep, and the only place that is left in the world to experience this is in Japan, which is a tragedy.
Yes.
So Oriental Land Company is resisting to this to date. I'm going to say it that way. Any changes that are going to be proposed to be made to this particular attraction. This is incredibly disrespectful to what this attraction used to be, and it's as Josh described, it's disrespectful to what it's supposedly supposed to be in support of, because these kinds of movements weren't in existence, and the only place you'll find them on the planet are locations that are tipping towards a particular political ideology, which means that when Iger says he wants to quiet the noise, he put a giant standing contrarian statement to that inside of his park or parks, because this is going to be at both Disney World and Disneyland. So, do what you will to supposedly honor an artist to have the opportunity to design murals. But I can tell you right now, this is no Mary Blair.
I'm just excited to finally have another Journey into Imagination fiasco, this time in the Magic Kingdom. And with that, folks, we have come to the end of our, shall we call it a discussion, or shall we just call it maybe even a wake? It's a wake. We're just all watching for the funeral of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which could be, by the way, the next Journey into Imagination fiasco. We haven't seen something this bad since Journey into Imagination at Epcot 3.0. This could top it. And it's going to cost Disney major gonzo bucks. All right, folks, if you like content like this, consider clicking the like button, and we sure could use a comment. We covet your comments. We care about what you think, so drop a comment down below and let us know what's on your mind. Do you think we get it right, or do you think we're being too harsh when it comes to Tiana? All right, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, keep having fun.